Hey there, welcome to Monster Cat's Mix Contest, where real home DJs showcase their mixing talents to win real prizes. Here, let me show you. Each season, finalists from all over the world face off on the show to earn the votes of our elite judges. They must come up with the most creative mix only using our music. But there could only be one season champion. So let's get right into it because it all starts right now on this season of the Mix Contest.
Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome to an all-new season of the Mix Contest. I'm Rocket Man, the 2016 champion, and I'll be your host for this season. Over the past few weeks, our elite judges have been hard at work narrowing down the submission mixes, and this was no easy task. So I want to give a shout out to everybody that entered. Each year, we get to empower more creatives through DJing and producing, and this year is shaping up to be no different with many new and promising individuals. To those that aren't on this season, keep working on your craft, and we cannot wait to see what you mix next year. Today, we'll be sharing a portion of each of the 8 finalist submission mixes with you, and also give some details on what made these 8 stand out. But before we get into that, let's hear from our elite judges. Take it away.
What's going on, everybody? It's Danny here. I am your Season 6 champion of the Mix Contest, and I'm here returning for Season 7 as a judge. This season, we have 8 all-new contestants that I just know will bring so much to the table. Can't wait to see how they grow and develop throughout the contest. It's very exciting to be on this side of it. It's going to be a very fun, very balanced contest, so it's anyone's game, and I can't wait to see how it plays out. So with that said, let's go this.
Hey everyone, this is Feathervane. I'm the winner of the 2020 season of the Mix Contest and a Monster Cat Silk artist. This stems from my track Overcast, which was made in collaboration with fellow champion Orionic, were among the required stems that were used in this year's submission phase, and it was so cool to see how everyone recontextualized those existing sounds in their own unique ways. I'm really hoping to hear more of that in this season, and I can't wait to see what this brand new cast of finalists has in store for us.
Hey everybody, if you don't know who I am, I participated in the 2016 and 2018 Mix Contest, and where I came out and won as champion for that year. I've been an elite judge since then, and I'm so excited to be back for another year of the Mix Contest. I'm going to be keeping my introduction short because I'm much more excited to introduce the new finalists for this year. With an emphasis on production, these finalists have brought out a bunch of ideas and techniques that have not been seen before in the contest prior, and I'm super excited for how this season might play out. 2022 is shaping up to be a really big year, and I hope you guys are just as excited for them as I am. Anyways, that's all for me. I'll see you guys later.
Thanks, guys. Over the coming challenges, these 3 elite judges will be deciding who advances and who doesn't make the cut. Let's not forget that you, the community, will be aiding these judges by voting for your favorite finalists immediately following the challenges each week. But don't worry, last year's Battle Back twist was so popular that we're bringing it back for another season. No one's getting eliminated just yet. All right, one more topic to go over before we get into these mixes, and that's the prizes that are up for grabs this season. We've partnered with NZXT, Pioneer DJ, Loop Cloud, and Label Radar to offer a prize bundle that you don't want to miss, and one that will advance our finalists' music production journeys drastically. While all of our finalists this season will walk away with a slew of prizes depending on their placement, our Season 7 champion will earn a free year of Label Radar Pro, a 1-year Loop Cloud Studio subscription, a sound pack of their choice, $100 Amazon gift card from Label Radar, $100 at the Monster Cat shop, and $500 in cold hard cash. As if that wasn't enough, our champion will also earn a custom NZXT Creator Plus PC, a Pioneer DJ Rev 1 controller, a pair of DM50 BT headphones from Pioneer DJ, as well as a one-on-one workshop with Going Quantum and a guest appearance with me on Mixdown. So yeah, there is a ton up for grabs this season, and it is finally time to dive right in and introduce you to the 8 newcomers to the competition. Our first DJ catches your attention with their ability to blend tracks in and out of one another with surprises around every corner. It's my pleasure to welcome Gobi to the stage. Here we go.
Started out strong, into the end, you gave me something I couldn't live. I guess that I'm the only one. I guess that I'm the only one. Started out strong, into the end, you gave me something I couldn't live. I guess that I'm the only one. We're coming off the ground, we're never coming down. So will you take my hand and leap of faith into oblivion? We're coming off the ground, we're never slowing down. So will you take my hand and leap of faith into oblivion?
Will you take it off?
Into oblivion.
We dream so colorful. Oh, we love so strong. The world is relentless, the city won't sleep. It hardens your soul, brings you to your knees. But we can face it all.
To everyone who said that a live DJ has no chance in this contest, this next finalist is here to prove them all wrong. Although the use of a DAW may prove to be useful when they'll have to channel their producer side, they made the absolute most of the medium they were already most comfortable with. Please give a warm welcome to the mix contest, Kerrison.
She got those lips like Aphrodite, and she's not easily excited. She like to talk during the pool. She like wasabi on the sushi. So specific. She likes the strangest things. My intuition tells me to better keep making decisions. She does it naturally. I don't follow your lead. Hands down, my mind's made up. You're the best I ever had. Hands down, it feels so good when opposites attract. Hands down, I'm not too attached. Hands down, but my mind's made up, you're the best I ever had. So specific, she likes the strangest things. My intuition tells me to better keep making decisions. She does it naturally, so I will follow your lead. Hands down, my mind's made up, you're the best I ever had. Hands down, it feels so good when opposites attract. Hands down, I'm not one for getting too attached. Hands down, but my mind's made up, you're the best I ever had.
I place some mirrors in my mind. Thought that I could theorize, but I could only see in black and white. And I got so terrified, I looked for all the silver lines, determine what I spot. It left me open, undefined. I found myself taking strokes, operating from my ego, but I'm trying to disconnect. I wonder where do we go? The unknown is not a fact. I've tried to fix my overthinking. Why do I overanalyze? For the time being, I'll keep experiencing.
Going for your life. Don't you dare run. All of our words were left undone. Going for your life. Don't you dare run. You and I were meant to collide. Through the world, I'm here through your eyes. You and I were meant to collide forever. You and I were meant to collide. Through the world, I'm here through your eyes. You and I were meant to collide forever.
This year we had a rise of participants from the APAC region, and this finalist is tuning in all the way from New Zealand. This mix has me very excited for some of the techniques and ideas that they employed in this mix, and how we might be able to see some of that in the later rounds. Everyone, give it up for Baldy.
I found myself taking steps, operating from my ego, but I'm trying to disconnect. I wonder where do we go? The unknown is not a fact. I've tried to fix my overthinking. Why do I overanalyze? For the time being, I'll make this mirrors in my mind. I don't do this often, you caught me off guard. All of my friends said you moved out west. You tell me stories underneath sunsets. Could it be more than just one night? Kissing the cab ride, head turning left, right. Get a ticket for two to wherever you choose. Drinking some red out of the blue. You say my name with your accent, makes me remember how much I missed you. Hope you're planning to stay for a million days. You'll be my summer in December. Hey boy, trust my intuitions always.
screaming, let's go.
Our next challenger is incredibly creative and has a deep knowledge of Monster Cat's catalog, which truly shined in his submission mix. These strengths are definitely something that we're looking forward to hearing more of. Something that I'd like to see him recognize in the challenges to come is that sometimes less can be more, but with an improvement on that final polished sound, he has the potential to be a major threat to the rest of the competition. Please welcome Moon Runes.
Thank you, Moonrunes. What a mix. Before that, we heard incredible submissions from Gobi, Karison, and Baldy. Together, they make up half of our finalist class. Before we hear who the other 4 finalists are, a quick reminder to follow the Mix Contest by Monstercat on all your favorite music and podcasting platforms to stay up to date with the latest episodes and hear all the incredible mixes that are sure to come this season. All right, let's get back to the mixes. Our next finalist is no stranger to the community. This DJ draws you in with their impressive knowledge of the catalog and finding ways to make each track sound unique to them. As they progress through this season, I'd love to see them improve on their transitions between segments to make the mix feel more seamless. Please welcome to the stage DJ Big Homie Squats. Take it away.
theorize, but I could only see in black and white. And I got so terrified, I looked for all the silver lines, determine what is what. They left me open, undefined. I feel myself deconstruct, operating from my ego, but I'm trying to disconnect. I wonder where do we go? The unknown is that effect. I've tried to fix my overthinking. Why do I overanalyze? For the time being, I'm being mirrored in my mind.
going through the rabbit hole like a million times before. We're always tipping on our toes without an antidote. You got me high on feelings, you're always rushing through my veins. You're from my head down to my core. We're coming off the ground, we're never coming down. So will you take my hand and leap of faith into oblivion? We're coming off the ground, we're never slowing down. So will you take my hand and leap of faith into oblivion? Into oblivion. I hope you're all good. So will you take my hand and leap of faith into oblivion? Into
The finalists that I usually get the most excited for in this contest are the ones that I've never heard of before. This finalist has a lot of different twists and turns in their mix and really kept me on the edge of my seat for what I would be anticipating next. Everyone, give it up for Jonah Walker.
thinking all night, everything. Skating on the surface of what might have been. Do you wanna be set free? Voices in the sound of the cracks all singing to me. Do you wanna be set free?
This next finalist has been on our radar for a while, and they blew our minds right from the opening mashup. Although their pacing could have been a little bit better towards the end, they demonstrated impressive technical skills that can take them really far in this season. Please give a warm welcome to Jetpack.
Don't pause, press.
far away. The only thing between us is empty space, empty space. And even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place than here with you now, here with you now. Here with you now. Here with you now. We're going through the rabbit hole like a million times before. We're always tipping on our toes without an antidote. You got me high on feelings. You're always rushing through my veins. You're from my head down to my core. We're coming off the ground. We're never coming down. So will you take my hand and leap of faith into oblivion? We're coming off the ground. We're never slowing down. So will you take my hand and leap of faith into oblivion?
Up next, we have someone who I believe is a great fit for the contest this season. He has an extensive background as a producer, as well as an ability to flip, edit, and spin his own original style into his mixes, which is exactly what we're looking for this season. One small improvement we'd like to see him make in future challenges is playing out records at their original tempo. When changed, it can cause some warping, which ultimately hurts that final sound just a bit. But other than that, I am very pleased to introduce to you Vital Mode. Let's go.
And that about wraps up our opening ceremonies. Congratulations to all 8 of our finalists competing. I can't wait to hear what you bring to each challenge. We have some very exciting episodes coming up over the next few weeks, some that are familiar and some that are brand new. Head over to monster.cat/mixcontest2022 to follow the competition on all your favorite music and podcasting platforms so you don't miss out on a single episode. Be sure to tune in next week for our first round of competition and an all-new challenge to the show. Until then, this has been Rocky Man, signing off. See ya.